So welcome, I finally picked up Cooking Companion. So let's see how this game is. I like the demo a lot. Yes, I don't care if it's not suitable for kids. Now I'll turn up the freaking sound. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Which one is Gregor? The big guy? Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a book in peace. I can't wait. I can't wait to Achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Maria. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave it to me, little guy. I'll tidy around the cabin. Need to save Maria from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous? I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mines, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Both of you keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. There won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Okay, please tell me that's a scene in here because I need to see this man. I want to see this man up against a bear. Number 1 is Anatoly. Oh yeah, sorry Maria. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, you can always eat some of the food we brought. Don't we have a character that we play? You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Maria are getting the food. Gregory is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we are here. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. All right, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Maria, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. To save the game, right-click or hit escape button on your keyboard. Oh, nice. What is that on controller? Oh, okay, that'll work. This menu will allow you to adjust volume levels or exit the title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you've made, so be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? Of course. Probably not, I'm extremely lazy. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Right. It looks like Karen will remember that. What? What? If you're a mute, you can tell me now. Are you a mute? No. Just messing with you. Let me know if you need help chopping anything. I'm great with a knife. You think you impressed Karen. Okay, that's a good sound at least. Your relationship is stronger. Okay, that's good. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads to the living room and starts to look at books. Sorry, just checking to make sure it looks good for you guys. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. You never know what you'll find in the cabin. Clues and secrets may reveal by searching the area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? The cupboards? The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Clean the freaking cupboards. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. You look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. I don't... Can anyone explain that joke? Because I don't get the Norway spruce thing. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. You check underneath. You found a dead mouse. This would be a great gift to give Karen. You added dead mouse to your inventory. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Why would she want a dead mouse? The Norway spruce won't burn as well as oak logs. These would be useless in a snowstorm. Those logs are less dense, won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. Perfect when you want to smell a good meal. You check the drawer above the wood pile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. Oh, these little...
Cabbage!
It's time! Trumpets sound off! Never fear, Onion is here. They're all getting the same voice. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. Shut up, you! We're the Trumpets! Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to do is give you drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secrets of Trumpet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Potato. You can find unlockable recipes in the main menu under extras. Be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card.
Cabbage!
Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat-free. You unlocked your first recipe.
Yeah.
If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Trumpets! Let's move out! What the hell just... Cabbage really slammed the drawer closed. You wonder if you just saw was real. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood that you got working on. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over a medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. Next, you mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. We're back. We're back with more firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly buried the lead. We saw a red deer. Maria spotted it. Yeah, that's great anyways. Killed 17 spiders today while you were looking at the deer. Ah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. 160? Don't worry, Maria. I'm sure they're all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were in near the couch. Ah! I was going to sleep on the couch! That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then! And there is only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Maria. I can sleep anywhere. So I'll use the rocking chair. Just in case any of them swarm the couch, I'll sleep with one eye open. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Sweet dreams, chump. What is with her? You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Is there a way to... No. Well, now I know where that button is. That's good. Oh, wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Get out of my fucking house! You out! Karen. Tastes like every other vegetable stew, so generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragaria vesca, commonly known as the strawberries, for some jam. Why don't you just use the actual words? Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. This is weird. I like this. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night. Oh, wrong voice, sorry. How did you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About half an hour until dawn. Will you two quiet down? Trying to sleep over here. Huh. By the way, next week, even though I won't be streaming on Twitch, I'll probably do a Patreon stream. Or supporter stream. So, subscribe, star, all that stuff. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. It's too early for this. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Maria turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Maria. Let's find some more wild sorrel today. Ugh. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not, into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Cannon. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today? Why don't you just make a vegetable stuff for the vegetarians and stuff for the meat eaters? That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries? I love blackthorn berries. What's blackthorn berries? Sorry, still taking stuff from my throat. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Maria, Anatoly, and Gregor and Karen leave the cabin with a skip in their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, and then the day will end, so choose carefully. What do you want to check today? Joke's on you, I can reload. You know what? I don't want to talk to the chompettes. That's interesting. Karen and Anatoly kept the room pretty clean. Only one of them made their bed, though. You look underneath one of them. You found an extra emergency supply. You decide to look through them to start planning your next meal. That's it? Wow. We're back. Knock it off, Maria. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It is nothing. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of it? Shut up! You don't understand! I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Maria laughs so hard that your ears ring. I'm not doing this again. Fuck you. Tears are rolling down Maria's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop her from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of species here. We also found more wild sorrel. What the fuck is sorrel? Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium bowl, combine some cooked rice, onion, an egg, salt, and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hand to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one place. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it up, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage roll simmer for about 40 minutes. Be sure to baste it with the liquid. You cooked cabbage rolls. Maria looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on the top of it and you'll thank me later. Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. This really was something special. Thanks again for cooking. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Dishes can wait. Everyone goes to bed full and happy. You asleep instantly. You fall asleep instantly. Tomorrow will be another great day. Let's do day 2 and then we'll call it. How are you guys enjoying this? Looks like sorrel is a leafy vegetable. I think spinach seems to be sour. Okay. Good morning, everyone! Greg, Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today! Why? Storm clouds are coming. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used the most of the supplies last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor is also correct. Precipitation is usually high in this area, with many areas being high risk of flooding. It'd be foolish not to go look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin's on a high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always possible, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen! There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare and prepare to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be key priority today. There's plenty of edible foods and it is better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot our route on paper. Let me help, little guy. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Maria and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Which one do you guys want first? I've been good, how are you? So, which one should we go for first, guys? Maria or Karen? We do have a point already in Karen, so we could try maxing her out. I wonder if there's a new game plus with this. Or if this is one of those games that's going to try to, you know, pull a Doki Doki. Who knows? We'll have to see. I'll give you guys a minute to choose. Oh. Whoops. Why did that pop up? Wait, what's going on? Why did the game vanish? There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Hey. This paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? She is weird. Oh, really? You'll have to share the details with me later. Okay. Karen will not be able to stomach your story. But you still agree you'll talk to her later about the details. Oh, I think we did good. Oh, happy birthday, man. You hear a shout from the other room. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone, we have a route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Huh? What's that noise? It sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Radio. What's going on with that radio? Thanks for the Silent Hill reference. You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got a strange radio. Hello, Silent Hill reference. Before you cook dinner, you should check. What should you check out? No, you know what? We should probably lead up to the basement, because I remember in the demo what happened with the basement. You remember an old tale about a child who said a killer's name 3 times in the mirror. but you can't remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. You leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you entered. Okay, so there's nothing in there. You have nothing better to do, so you decide to talk to the Chompats. Go have fun, man.
Ah,
Good to see you again.
onion.
Thought you'd abandoned us. Why are you trying to fool them? Go ahead and make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry! No thanks. That vegetable stew? Gross. You already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare us a repeat. Onion! It almost smelled as bad as you, Stinky. Almost. Aren't you going to give them the recipe, Onion? I guess. Hey! Ever notice that those 4 humans don't give you any recipes? You shrug. They're monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us. Right? Of course. I have the perfect recipe for today. It'll make the kitchen smell nice afterwards, and it will impress dinner guests. Borscht recipe. Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay? You nod. Don't be a stranger. Trumpets! Move out! You shut the drawer and wait for the others to return. Those things are really creepy. Next time. You know what? We'll do one more day. Maria's back early. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rations to last us if we get stuck here. Maria seems disappointed in your inventory management. I can kick you out too, right out the window. Can you try cooking with little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Maria blushing a little bit? Huh? Maria will remember that. Ooh. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime? You nod. I wonder if this is one of those games you have to do multiple runs of. Looking forward to it. You could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Nah, I'm not going to do another day. I can feel I need to take a break. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar, though. Do you have any? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. Sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of red and orange and even a little purple poking out. The red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take mourning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. But gosh, we must have walked a few miles today. Beautiful area. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a deafening cough. You look from person to person trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Maria. Maria! I'd recognize the sound from anywhere. Gah! Sorry. Guilty! Maria looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it last succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Maria's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. That was my guess. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. By the way, guys, don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, you can become members now and even gift memberships. Be awesome. Become a member or check out the Patreon Subscribe Star. All of your guys' donations, support, and all that, it does help the channel and it helps me picking up games to show for you guys. You cooked raspberry jam on bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry, wrong voice. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Maria! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something has been clinging to to your back for days. You try to sleep. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. It won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the hour. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your back in cool water. It doesn't work. It cuts deeper into your back, causing the river to run red. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall backwards. You push yourself to the bottom, trying to submerge the creature shredding your back. It won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically. Plunging your head beneath the water, you let the current take you downstream. You give up trying to swim to the shore. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the water. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes, but you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake up in a cold sweat. And that's where we're going to leave it. So thank you guys for joining me for today's stream.